The Emojicode programming language. When I released my How Does a Calculator Find Sine X video, many people were commenting about my use of Unicode in Python and how it should really never be done because it is low memory efficient and all of this stuff. I don't really care, okay? And Emojicode is my kind of language. It's the kind of language says, F the rules, we're going to use emojis, okay? And I'm going to show you how to program with emojis. To install Emojicode, you simply go to emojicode.org and then click Install Emojicode 1.0 Beta 2. This is going to show you this magic installation, and the way this works is you basically open your terminal, and if you have a Mac or Linux, then this will work great. But if you have Windows, then you'll have to use Bash on Ubuntu on Windows 10. And warning to all Windows users is if you want to do this on Windows, it is quite tricky and you're going to have to follow a tutorial on Bash on Ubuntu on Windows. I'm not going to get into all that because it's just a pain. But lucky you if you have a Mac or a Linux PC. You just copy this example code, paste it into your terminal, hit enter, and you should see this downloading thing. If you want to proceed, type Y, so type Y, and then you might see this error message. I can try rerun myself with sudo. I'm going to just hit Y, type in my password, hit enter, and then type Y again, and Emojicode was successfully installed. Once you see this, you can then create some kind of directory so that you can use your Emojicode file. So you can keep the terminal open, okay? Because I'm going to go into my Finder and then you're going to select a folder where you want to do your Emojicode project. I'm going to use my Downloads folder, hit New Folder, and I'm just going to call it Projects. Go back into here and you need to change directory to Downloads first, and then change directory Projects, and that should open my Projects folder. And now in the projects folder, we want to open some kind of text editor. It could be Notepad, it could be whatever they have on Linux, I don't know. It could be VS Code like what I'm using. We're going to hit open and we're going to open the downloads folder, the projects folder, hit open, and in projects, we're going to create a new file, and this is where we're going to create our Emojicode file, okay? So Emojicode files, let's just call it main dot. Now, the file extension name you're going to use is either Emoji or, if you want to be real fancy, you can use Grape Emoji. Now, to access this emoji keyboard on Windows, I believe it is Control and colon or something like that. And on Mac, it's Command Control Space. And then we've got an Emojicode program. Now, I'm just going to tell you the basics for now. Let's create a Hello World program. So, hello world, we're going to start with our start emoji, which is here, grape emoji, and that just tells it that we're starting an Emojicode block. Finish with a watermelon emoji, so that finishes our block. Now, inside this block, we're going to write our code for a hello world program. So, to print smiley face, specifically this smiley face with the normal circular eyes, and then we're going to create a string using this string emoji, and then inside here we're going to type hello world, and then we're going to end the string with our string emoji, and then we're going to also add an exclamation mark to end the line, and then hit save. And then once we hit run Emojicode program, it should run hello world, okay? And that is how you run an Emojicode program. Now, if you're wondering how I managed to get this button, Run Emojicode Program, I do have an extension installed. It's called Emojicode. It's a useful extension for VS Code. If you don't have this extension installed, then there is an other way, but you're going to have to go back into your terminal. So back into the terminal. If you don't have VS Code, or if you're not using that extension for whatever reason, you change your directory to your projects folder. And then you're going to find your main file that you've put your code into. Let's just copy the name of this file because we're going to do emoji codec, and that's going to basically emoji codec main.grape emoji is going to compile our file. So think of it as like you've got a file which is like a text file, and then when you compile it, it turns into like a thing that a computer understands. You know what I mean? It's like it turns a file into a button that you can click and run, right? A file of text into something that you can run. Okay, so hit enter. And if there's no errors, that means that you've got Emojicode installed and it's working properly. And it also means that we have, you'll see here, 2 new files have popped up. Now we can't open these in a text editor, and if we try, then you'll see that you just see gibberish. This is the insides of the executable machine code. Let's see what's in here. .o file. I don't know. Yeah, just some random gibberish that makes no sense. But if you go back into your projects folder, now you have this, which is an executable file. You double click on that, and then you see Hello World appear just like so. So now we can close that. I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to be using this because it's much easier to just click that button. But yeah, let's get into some emoji code. Okay, so let's compare two numbers. So to assign a number to a variable, it's a little bit different to how it's usually done. So in like Python or JavaScript or C or any of these other languages, you'll see something like a variable name or like a variable type, and then you'll see its name. So let's say num1, and then you'll see equals, and then you set it to some kind of number, right? Now, in programming languages like R, if you've ever used R for like statistics, you do this, where you'll set a number using this, which is sort of like an arrow symbol, right? And in this programming language, it's actually more similar to R. So instead of using the arrow, obviously we're going to use the emoji for an arrow, but instead of using it this way around, where you have the variable name, then the value, it's the opposite way around. So you, let's say we want to assign this number 69 to a variable name. Let's use num1. Then you use the arrow, and then you type the name after the number. Okay, and that's going to assign 69 to the variable name num1. And if we want to assign another variable, let's make a num2. And the reason I'm making a num2 is because I'm going to show you now how to compare these two numbers. We've got num1, we've got num2. Which one is bigger, right? If statement, we need to say if num1 is bigger than num2, then tell me num1 is bigger, or print num1 is bigger. And if it's not true, or if they're equal, then tell me otherwise, right? So how we're going to do that is we need an if, which instead of typing if, you use the loop arrow, and I'll show you which one I mean. You use this one here, this arrow, this kind of curly arrow, and then you say num1, and then instead of greater than, we're going to use a right triangle, so this one here. If num1 is greater than num2, then, and our then, in order to do then, instead of having like open curly bracket, close curly bracket, like you would in JavaScript, or, you know, maybe like a Python where you have a colon, instead of doing that, we're going to use a grape emoji. We're going to use a grape emoji. And then we're going to do print, which is this smiley face emoji. And then we're going to print text, so we need this one. And we're going to say number 1 is bigger. And then end text, which is the same string here. And then exclamation mark to end the line. And that is saying basically, oh yeah, and we also need to end this block here. So we've got a block here. So that's saying if num1 is bigger than num2, then do this block, print the string num1 is bigger, and then end line, and then end block. And we also want if num1 is equal to num2, so we want else if. So else if is found by finding this man. Let me just find it here. You see this man here with, it's this one. I don't know how Emojicode deals with races. I don't know if it matters. We'll try with different races. So the man says else. So this is like else. So if we wanted to just do else, like else, then we would just do this. Else then print num2 is bigger. Number 2 is bigger. And then end block. Like so, and then if we hit run, then it'll tell us number 2 is bigger because it is. But then when they're the same number, like when they're both 69, it'll tell me number 2 is bigger. And that's because it's saying, well, num1 is not bigger than num2 because they're the same. So it's just going else num2 is bigger, right? So we want an else if statement because we want else if num2 and num1 are the same, then tell me that they're the same. Else num2 is bigger. So else if num1 is equal to num2, and for equal to, I can't actually remember the emoji you use. You use this bad boy here. You use like the prayer emoji. I didn't make the language. Okay, you use the prayer emoji. Else if num1 is equal to num2, then num1 and 2 are equal. And then we finally want else, and then we don't need to do else if num2 is bigger than num1 because we already know if by process of deduction, if it's not bigger and it's not the same, then it's smaller. So we can say num1 is smaller than num2. Num1 is smaller. Now let's test our code. So if they're the same, and then if we hit run, num1 and num2 are equal. If we make num2 bigger, oh, yep, it says num1 is smaller, that is correct. And if we make num1 bigger, then it says num1 is bigger. Perfect, okay? So that is how we do if statements with Emojicode. Okay, so now that we know that, let's say you want to print the first numbers from 1 to 10. So for that, we're gonna need a for loop. And to do a for loop, then you go into your emojis and you look for this arrow that loops around with a number attached to it. That's our for in loop, okay? And typically in a, like, let's say Python, you would do for I in range, and then you would define your range, like numbers 1 to 10 or 0 to 9 is this. Print, and then string, and then I plus 1, something like that, right? And then you would end it off, or in Python, you don't need an ending block. In this, it's actually very similar. So in this, we need a for in block, which is this symbol. For I, so we'll call it I, and then in range, well, we don't need an in, okay? We want to define a new variable, so we need to use a new emoji, and then we do range, which is this fast forward symbol, and then we define the start point, the end point, and the step of our range, and then we use an exclamation mark to end the definition of the range. So this is our range, and then we use a grape emoji to start a new block, and it's going to execute this block. So in this block, much like what we had in here, we're going to want a print command, which is this symbol, and we're going to want a string, which is this symbol. So this just typecasts the variable I as a string, and then we're going to end that with an exclamation mark. So this is our typecasting here of I as a string, and then we're going to end this whole thing with another exclamation mark, and then finally we're going to end this block with a watermelon. Before we finish, this is going to print 0 to 9 because it's 0 indexed, it ends with 10, but it doesn't include the 10. 1 till 10, then we're going to do add 1, but we don't just use the add symbol, we have to use a special add symbol, which is one of these. I think it's this one. Okay, save, run program. Forget the add symbol, we'll do that later, okay? Run program. Oh, silly me. I've forgotten to get rid of this. This is Python. Run program. There we go. And we've got from 0 to 9. Now, let me just check if that is the right add symbol to use. If not, then I think we're just using a different add symbol. Yeah, no, that's not the right add symbol. One of these is. When I figure out how to add, I'll tell you. But for the time being, just bear with me, okay? Okay, it's not wanting to kill it. Okay, I think I broke the terminal. Well, that'll be it for this video then. Click this video if you want to see more. Hit the join button below if you want to become a channel member. And yeah, I know that you might find this video a little bit pointless, but give me a break, okay? I spent the entire day learning Emojicode, okay? So just, you know what, I don't care. Leave your hate comments, okay? Piss off. There you go.